Well, hello, Crystal. How are you?
I'm good, Dino. I noticed that we're both wearing yellow like the sunshine. Good morning.
We are both losers. That's
Fuck you. I think we're
Welcome
awesome.
to
Look,
Morning...
I'm wearing a Def Leppard shirt.
Perfect.
Do you like Def Leppard?
Welcome... This is the weirdest start of this thing ever. Welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. With me, Dino the Giant Marvel, and my co-host, as always, is...
I can't hear you. Hold on.
Crystal Morency. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. I took an edible earlier, so that has fairly calmed down. So I am not at... So we're about a week behind for taping. So today we actually loaded our first video. And it's got a great reception, and I'm very happy for that and everything. The funny thing is that it's been so long since we've been on stage that it's kind of like, oh, thank you. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching us. It's so fantastic. You know, it's nice to feel liked. So, yeah. It's, so, Morning Motivational Rant.
I feel like happy as fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Can we get 80-some... Like, it's only been up for, 7 hours, and we've got over 80-something views. Yep. Can we get that many people to come to a club and watch us?
That's the funny thing is, like, right now, we got, I haven't looked at the stats or anything, because I'm technically an idiot, right? So I have no idea how to figure out who's watching what and how long they're watching and stuff, but everyone has said good things.
I have to take out, hold on one second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to take out my headphones. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I have to take off my headphones just because they're not working right now.
They're not working?
So,
okay.
But I can still hear you fine.
Okay.
Sorry. I can still hear you fine.
Okay. So we might have a sound issue on this episode, so everyone knows, but fuck it. Who cares?
I can try it again. They're just being a little bit finicky.
That's okay. Take your time.
You're cutting in and out.
I just talk people's ass off on this thing. That was the funny thing is I got a few messages where people are just like, I can't believe you can just talk for so long about jack shit. I'm like, you have no idea. I can talk on and on and on. There's no problem with it. And the thing is, the more...
People, we did 5 practice episodes of my show. I was going to start a Simply Me show. And we did 5 of those. So we already pre-gamed 5 hours of bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
We have no idea what the fuck we were talking about.
We couldn't figure out how to upload properly and record it. And we would get sound, but not video. Then we get video, then no sound work. Oh, it was a fucking debacle. But I honestly think it's just hilarious because especially... Like, okay, so I'm turning 1,000 this year. No, I'm only turning 40. I'm turning 40 this year. I know I look a lot older than 40, so thank you everyone for complimenting me on that. I really appreciate it. The key is I use fat to fill in my wrinkles, so it works out really well. But at this
I love your mirror.
I'm like I have no I've no wrinkles or anything until I
have lots.
See, but that's the thing is, but you don't look old or anything. It's just your body does that because you have an expressive face and everything like that. Yeah. I remember we went to a restaurant and saw somebody and they were laughing like this. They're like, ha, 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 ha. And you're like, what is wrong with your face? And she's like, ha, ha. She's trying to eat and it's like you could see part of it's dribbling out. You're like, yo, that's wrong. That is not good looking. I feel bad for people because it becomes like a disease where people just keep on getting more surgeries and stuff, and they have this bad image of themselves. It's really weird. That's why.
And they get all these plastic surgeries. All those Jenner kids, how many surgeries have they had? And they're like 20.
A lot. Listen.
And they have all these surgeries, and it's like, dude, do you have any idea what you're gonna look like?
This is
you
the
better
thing.
hope your ass stays fake.
Well, this is the
Because if
problem.
that shit goes south, you're fucked.
Oh, totally. It's because you don't know, like, when those kind of surgeries started, the problem was people didn't know how long it would last, right? So the varying degrees of severity We're just all over the place. And the thing is then, if a reputable doctor didn't want to do it, an unreputable doctor is like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. You're going to pay me? I'll do whatever you want, right? So it's weird. But so you see some people and you're like, what is wrong with your face? And that's rude because, you know what, like you're discriminating.
I look like this.
Yeah, well, yeah. And
They're all shocked.
And they have this weird look on their face, and you can tell that it's all filler and everything. You're like, that can't be healthy for you at all. That's a great look for you, Crystal. That is where you want to be. So, hello.
That is my look. That's my come and get 'em boys look.
I was like, hello. Yes. Do you think I'm sexy when I look like this? Is that, yeah?
I am so gross. That's why I'm almost 40 and single.
Which, I've had comments from friends
until they get to know me for like 10 minutes. Like, guys think that I'm smoking hot until they get to know me for like 10 minutes and they're like, ooh, that bitch is crazy.
That's true. I've had that same kind of reaction for myself. People were like, oh, you're batshit crazy. I'm like, yeah, I am a massive accumulation of random information. That's pretty much where I'm at. But no, it's I think.
Anyway, go for it.
Oh, I know. I can't shut up now. Apparently. Fucking hell. No, perspective. We're talking about perspective.
Did you eat the gummies again?
No, I didn't. I only take one set of gummies a day because that's a good dosage for me, and it really lasts some time. I even waited a couple hours after we filmed earlier, and I was just like, I'm like, wah. But anyways, no, we were talking.
You mean after we filmed yesterday, Dino?
Oh, right, yeah. Because somebody doesn't have to babysit all day tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry.
There's nothing more important.
In the hot sun.
There's nothing more important than the podcast, okay?
Well, we just need more people. You people, please watch the podcast so that way I can come inside and not babysit in the morning.
Help us so she doesn't have to look after people's children. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good reason.
Please like and subscribe. And come to the drive-in, please. Because I need at least 9 cars to show up. And so please, at least 9 people come out.
Absolutely.
Maybe 10, and then I can make a little buck.
There's room for lots more, and I'm sure we're going to have advertising for it.
Yes, 75 cars can come.
So what were we thinking of talking about today? Now that all the formalities are done.
So we wanted to talk about Dracula. We wanted to finish off on our Dracula talk, which I'm super pumped to talk more about that.
Yeah, why aren't you talking more, Crystal, okay?
Because we talk about stupid shit.
I'm such a no, but you know what though?
I
just did it again. I'm sorry. I cut you off and then I keep on talking. I'm sorry. You know what? That's not very nice.
Oh my god! Did you not watch our first video where I cut you off like 100 billion times? And my cackle is atrocious, everybody. So I apologize for that ahead of time.
Welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. I'm Dino.
thankful that Dino still wants to do this.
You know what? There are I don't know what to say. We're just having fun. Listen, you know what?
I watched the first video.
We're two amateur comedians having fun, talking about garbage and trying to stay positive in a very negative world. That's what we're trying to do.
Yes.
And we're doing that by talking about really weird shit.
And we are only amateur comics on stage. But personally, and I know you too, we've had almost 40 years of living a comedy. Like,
I was born a joke and I'll die a joke. I'm pretty sure about it.
I sang during grade 6 talent show at Armor Heights Public School. I sang Steve Miller Band Joker for the talent show. So grade 6, what are you, like 11? And I said, I'm a joker, I'm a toker, I'm a midnight smoker.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's really going to set the tone for the rest of your years. That was, yeah.
It really did, didn't it? Clearly.
Oh, my goodness.
My favorite movies growing up were Pretty Woman, Casino, and Dirty Dancing. And I ended up like fucking Penny in Dirty Dancing instead of baby. You know, the
I have
blonde
no
one?
idea what's happening right now. I've lost complete touch with reality, and we've moved on to gibberish, people. We're going to communicate with AIs
I just
using
want
gibberish.
to talk about myself.
Fuck, why not?
It's a Neuralink inside of me. It's going crazy. It's like twitching.
By the way, if anyone is interested, I gotta tell you about this. Sorry to cut you off again, like a dick. But one friend was like, "You should ask people what topics to talk about." So I'm letting everyone know. Please, absolutely,
Yeah.
write in the comments if there's a specific topic you want us to talk about, because we can talk shit about anything. And we're not very smart about it, but we'll talk about it. There's no problem. The funny thing is, I was like, "Yeah, thanks." I'm like, "I'll mention it in the comments," and he's like, "I want you to talk about Trump." I'm like, "Yeah, we try and keep things light." He's like, "No, talk about Trump." And I'm like, "Okay, well, we're going to try and hit that."
Talk about Trump. You know what? I kind of fucking love Trump.
Let's not talk about Trump right this second. Let's give it some time. Let's let the dust
Can we get
settle.
people to like us first?
Yeah, exactly. Let's get them to know that we're the good kind of crazy before we start bringing in some random things. Also, a few people have asked for spots.
I don't really love Trump, everybody.
Thank
We've already
fucking
talked about
Christ.
Trump a little bit.
Thank fucking Christ you said
We've
that.
already talked
Oh my
about him a
god.
little bit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god. Somebody was about to burn a fucking cross on your
Yeah,
front
we
porch.
were about to get lit on fire there. It's no, you know what? I'm other people had asked for to be guests on it, and I said right now we're not going to have any guests yet.
Yeah, just not yet.
We're not, as I said, we're not very technically savvy. So this is we're trying to release
Yeah.
something every day, so it's a little bit time consuming and it takes a little bit extra work, but we're all trying to do it. When we start,
Once we get a location, once we get to be able, sorry, Dino, honey, I'm so sorry. I
That's
love
okay.
talking over you. I just want to go on a power trip. I like power tripping and talking over you.
fucking dick. Fucking
Anyway,
ass.
only child syndrome kicking in right now. Anyways, where I was going with that, once we're able to come within each other,
Yeah.
we got a spot to do the podcast together. Once we're able to come then we can have guests, because then we can sit around and chit chat, and we don't have to download 500 videos and try to figure all that shit out and do all that.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing is like
'cause
right
we would
now.
love to meet somebody.
Absolutely, and we can talk shit forever.
Absolutely.
That's why I like talking with people in general. That's the thing is like
Who do you want our first guest to be? If we could have somebody famous, who would you want it to be?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, you caught me off guard, you dickhead.
I want Chewbacca.
Who the fuck are we gonna get Chewbacca? It's not even a real person. Now, see, this is shit I gotta fucking deal with.
So.
I want Chewbacca. Book Chewbacca. Who the fuck is Chewbacca? No, you know what? I have a few. I have a few friends that will talk shit
then I
about.
want to pick another one. Okay, Elon Musk.
Who? Elon Musk. Oh yeah. Because we're like just below Joe Rogan. There's Joe Rogan, and then we're definitely the second shot. On his
No,
when
we
he
can't
tries to
have Joe Rogan
advertise.
on just yet. We can't have him on yet.
We can't look at my
Elon
wonderful
Musk
back
is
art.
so
It's a half open container. There's a fucking robot and shit. And you're like, yeah, we're just like Joe
He
Rogan.
can come in mine.
The fuck is this shit?
We can take him to mine. We can take him
I don't
to
want to be there for
mine.
that. I definitely don't want to be there for that. That just sounds like that is not going to be fun recording. I'm just saying. But yes, you know what? Eventually we will be reaching out to people.
Eventually, we will have guests.
Yeah, no, you know what? It's fun, right? We're having a great time, and we're just talking about garbage most of the time, but yeah, earlier we were talking about Dracula, which was fucked up because it's just there's a Dracula myth for every almost every culture has something like that, and it crosses over too. It's the unknown, right? It's the idea of being afraid of the dark, and how we don't eat, and that's it's funny is because I always think in these perspectives I'm sure I'm going to get these percentages wrong, but we only see it's 12 to 15% of the visual spectrum. And we only hear, I think it's like 15 to 19% of the auditory spectrum, something like that. Those numbers are very little either way. So it's like, while at nighttime we can't see fuck all, technically we're not seeing fuck all during the day either, right? So it's so weird because, you know, we think that because there's light out, we can see everything and we're safe. And it's like, fuck, man, there's shit in here that we can't see, and it might be right beside us. You don't know. And you don't want to be labeled as just a crazy person, but it's more like, I don't know. It's crazy.
You're only labeled as a creepy person because the people that are trying to hide this shit can say that it's, oh, well, anybody saying that must be crazy. Or anybody coming up with these theories must be crazy. But they said Albert Einstein was crazy. I mean, and there was Tesla. He did, like, marry a bird. Like, you know, but whatever. A pigeon.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm just glad you didn't say people think you're creepy because of how you look. So that's a lot better.
I don't think you're creepy at all, though. You know that. I think you look like a king.
Oh, I'm a 400-pound baby.
Cape. With your plum cape. Because your plumpness.
His Majesty the plumpness. Yeah, that was from the last one. Thanks a lot for bringing that up, you dickhead. Such an asshole.
I'm sorry if I make you cry at
She referred to me as His Majesty the plumpness, which I was like, that is a great name. Fuck you, you son of a bitch.
I'm making us a poster, and you know that's totally going to be involved, right?
I don't even know what's happening right now.
Aw, he gets lost in these transitions.
It's because I'm very old.
I try to keep him around, but
I forget everything. I just look around.
He forgets everything. Oh, you know what else we were supposed to talk about today?
What were we going to talk about?
Happier times.
What?
Happier time shows.
Happier times.
We were supposed to talk about.
I don't know. You know what? We were going to talk about shows that we used to watch, right? And it's like, have you ever gone back and watched a cartoon that you watched as a kid that you thought was awesome?
Yeah.
They're horrible.
But I have the mind of a child still.
No, I watched a couple of them. I'm like, I may have had a learning disability, honestly. They're pretty bad. Because I thought they were awesome, and I'm like, they're not awesome, man. I just watched, like, Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and some of them I'm like, nope, this is for dumb people. I was an idiot kid. Like, it's bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I watch, like, Darkwing Duck and stuff like that, and the raccoons. Remember
because you're a child.
I'm not a child. Darkwing Duck was super cool.
I watched Darkwing Duck. Actually, I watched Gargoyles. Did you ever watch Gargoyles?
Yeah.
Gargoyles is cool. It's actually, so Gargoyles
is so cool.
Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, and
until Ghostbusters, and then I couldn't watch it no more.
Well, yeah. Then there's the new
because Ghostbusters made it scary.
Yeah, Ghostbusters is scary. Do you remember the Boogeyman? It was fucking scary shit. Everyone remembers the Boogeyman from Ghostbusters. It's called the real Ghostbusters, right? It was the ones that looked like Ghostbusters from the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one with the Boogeyman.
Gargoyles.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But that's
not even the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh. So on Disney Plus, it has all those cartoons anyway. Like there's a new DuckTales, which is fantastic. And
is there?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. So that's the thing is when we can record live, we can also hang out here and just watch some of those shows too, right? Because it'll help just with the creative process. But
I can't. You have to let me watch Netflix then, I guess.
You're a fucking weirdo. I don't know what to say.
You can let me watch Netflix then, I guess.
Well, that's the funny part
watch
is,
it with you.
You know how many people are like, "Oh, I stopped signing up for anything. I don't watch TV and everything." And I'm like, "Fuck, I watch a shit ton of TV. I am a idiot." And I just watched it. I'm like, I'll watch anything. Right now, I'm watching. We had talked about the people who go missing in like the wilderness
the
and stuff.
Parks.
There's a new documentary that I was just watching. I almost finished it, and then Victoria was like, I want to do something else. And I'm like, I guess I'm not going to watch that. That happens all the time. No, it's okay. She's pretty. She's But yeah, they have a new one. It's called it's 411 Missing Hunters, and it details experiences of people who were like experienced hunters going into the wilderness and just disappearing. And they're like, it's fucked up.
That's on YouTube.
No,
that's on YouTube as well.
So there's a commercial for it, but there's no release for it. So I have it on Amazon Prime because I'm a big dork and my wife orders a lot of stuff, so she has Amazon Prime. I'm like, yeah. So I watch nerdy stuff on it. But yeah, no, this is the thing is like you look back and did you ever watch Tom and Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So there's
Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, Pinky and the Brain was good. The Animaniacs were hilarious. I liked them so much more than Tiny Toons or like the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show.
Acme, like was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they were great. But there's looking back at certain shows, you're like, ooh, this is not okay anymore. There's quite a lot of that. It's very peculiar. It's interesting. It's very relevant right now. Yeah.
Can I tell you, it's very peculiar now that you brought that up? Okay,
sure.
So these kids that I babysit, they don't have toys, really, right? They're just from where they're from, they don't really need that kind of stuff, right?
That's
so
fine.
I brought over a couple books. that I had gotten from the neighbor, and she's like, yeah, you could read them to them. So I went through them, and I was reading one, so we're lying on their trampoline, I'm reading this book, and so I first started with the Three Little Piggies.
No.
So the Three Little Piggies in this book, yeah, it's like the original versions. So the Three Little Piggies in this book, the mom kicks them out because she's broke. Okay, and that's why there's three little piggies on their own. And then they like go and they roast the wolf, okay? And then Little Red Riding Hood. Well, the wolf actually eats Little Red Riding Hood, eats the grandmother, and then a huntsman cuts open the wolf to take out Little Red Riding Hood and the grandmother. It's just like, whoa. What happened?
Yeah.
And it was just super creepy stuff.
Well,
there's another one I can't remember. It's like Ring Around the Rosy, Pocket Full of Posy, Husha, they all fall down. And that smallpox and the plague.
Yeah. It's about like group suicide and dying as a whole. Like there's a lot of stuff where you're going, wow.
London bridges falling.
Yeah.
That like actually happened.
I don't think we're allowed to actually sing that, but yeah, but like that's the thing.
I can't sing anyways. Nobody knows what it is.
Also, an interesting fact: Crystal can't sing. It's quite funny. It's really not. You're listening. You're like, that's so bad. It's just no. But that's the thing is like you realize like stuff from your childhood. Like I was raised in the '80s and the '90s, and
Yep.
Like. That wasn't put into our head. It was more so about being safe and stuff like that. And actually, I remember for the longest time, everyone was afraid of skinheads. That was the big thing. Like skinheads, because they're just attack you. They don't think
because that was real hate.
Yeah, like people used inappropriate terms back then, but it wasn't. It was meant as a derogatory term as opposed to what the term actually meant. Which is there's a bit of ignorance and
But
doctrine, I guess.
Look at people that way, though. Like,
no,
nobody
I don't
judged anybody that way. Like, I never looked at somebody that was a different skin color and thought that person was any different than me.
Well, that's
like,
and that's
maybe
the
that
weird.
was just me. I just didn't get it.
See,
like,
I didn't.
So what
I
if
didn't.
you pray to a different god?
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference, right?
No,
but
it just wasn't pointed out to us, though. It wasn't like
that's like
in your face.
And
like it wasn't.
Yeah. No, there's varying degrees of everything, right? Like it's the idea of kind of what was okay versus like not what was okay, but what was you being a negative person versus you being knowledgeable of the world around you, right? Like understanding that someone would like if someone wore a turban, that they would be a different religion, or somebody who wore a yarmulke, that would be a different religion. And being knowledgeable of those religions, that was a good thing. Like having that conversation was okay. But a lot of people were like, bro, you can't talk about that. And you're like, why can't we exchange? Like, no one's getting mad here. It's just a conversation. And that's like, it gets weird, right? Like, I don't know.
I learned about Allah, and that is so beautiful. Like the Muslim, like the Allah. I'm like, oh, like the good Allah, not like the ISIS Allah, like the good one. Like
that's
like
okay. Let's just stop right there. Let's stop that conversation right there before we get into real trouble, because the fact is that there are.
I love you, ISIS. Please don't kill me.
Fucking shit.
I'm sure you're.
When I say stop, goddamn it, stop for like 5 seconds. Let me just try and talk us down off this goddamn ledge. Fucking shit. I've had 3 people who are like, hey, you guys say some pretty stuff that's out there. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying not to, but it's not easy. And then Chris will be like, hey, remember that guy? Fuck that guy. That guy's an asshole. And you're like, let's not say a name. Let's just talk. But it's just getting fucking out of control now. It's like, yeah, and this is why Hitler should die. And you're like, yes, listen, we all agree that Hitler was a bad person. Let's just calm down on the murder and referring to our videos as Exhibit A, per se, for the trial. It's very peculiar. I don't know.
We want to make people comfortable with having whatever thought you want to have. Unless it's like,
well, yeah, I think being able to talk about anything is beneficial, right? But like I said, we are not experts or anything. We're just talking about stuff.
No. And I'm just.
Can you imagine if we were the experts?
Whatever.
Holy shit, that would be a shitty subject.
Shit.
I'm an expert.
That's like when somebody said we were cool.
I'm barely an expert.
Commented
Come on.
And said that we were cool. I was like, Dino, if we're cool right now,
I'm not cool.
The world is fucked.
If we're the cool ones, people have gotten really fucking bored. I'll tell you that much.
People are bad.
Like that is, that is too
cool
far.
People, please don't look up to us. Please don't look up to us.
Only if you're really short, then you can look up to us all you want. That's okay. But that's just, that's just a logistics thing. I'm not really. You could just bring your phone down. Bring your phone down, and then you don't look up. It's easy. It's very simple. But that's. I don't know. That's the thing is, I'm doing my best to make sure that we keep an even keel in that. We have very different perspectives on things, and we've had very different experiences with things, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to talk negatively or attack anyone, right? We are people in search of knowledge and favorable conversation. Let's say that's what we are. But,
and we love people.
And we're kind of assholes. We're kind of assholes too. That's a little bit.
No.
Okay, I'm an asshole.
You are.
I'm definitely an asshole. That's for sure.
I love people. I just say inappropriate things, but they're not really inappropriate if you're not a dick. Because I'm not a dick. Like, who actually makes fun of, like, when I say retard all the time.
Fuck!
Like, who actually makes fun of No! But who actually makes fun of mentally challenged people? Really? Like, you're an absolute piece of shit if you actually make fun of mentally handicapped people.
Well,
and
if
you're actually racist, like if somebody who's actually racist, you're a piece of shit. You're insane.
You're a piece
of shit and you deserve to die.
Oh, yeah.
And you're insane if you're actually racist. Like, come on.
And that's why you're like, listen,
stupid.
it's 2020. The fact that this has come to light is it's painful. It honestly is painful because you're like, are you fucking kidding me? We're still dealing with this bullshit? Like I can't imagine how hard it is to deal with it, right? Obviously, I have no experience with that.
I feel so sorry for people.
Oh, absolutely.
I do
it's fucking
truly
horrible.
feel sorry for everybody.
How the fuck are you saying, like, I saw a post today how UPS delivered a package wrong and they just left it there and told UPS because they're like, yeah, we're afraid to walk it down the street to whose house it should be. And you're like, what kind of a shit fucking life is that? Like, that's terrifying. But
when you show, but I get it.
I do get it.
It's horrible for them.
I'm doing my best to understand to the best of I can.
We can't. Everybody's different.
No, but you know what? There's nothing.
And they can't understand our perspective either.
True.
Right? They can't understand how we don't look at them like that.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off and you cut me off. We're being kind of shitty today. I'm sorry, guys. We're not intending to be shitty to each other. We're trying to be nice. No. And we even pretend to smile and everything. Like, hi.
He pretends. He doesn't really pretend. He wants to be one of those guys that comes off like, but really he's like, hey, hi.
I would eat you alive if you hug me right now. That's what I would do. I would eat you like a kebab.
I want everybody to hug him. He's a big teddy bear.
Please never touch me.
Remember, always, if you see Dino, go up, give him a big hug. and grab his boobies.
I will. If you do that, I will beat the living shit out of you. Just be right there. If you touch me inappropriately, I will punch you right in the fucking head.
Only if you're a baby.
No, I will punch everyone in the head. If they molest me, I will punch them right in the fucking head. Okay. I will use my fucking giant monster-sized fist. Am I what?
Are you really gonna Me Too this shit? You're Me Tooing it?
Yeah.
If you molest me,
if you molest me, that's right.
You Me
That's
Tooing
right.
it.
Men can say no too, Crystal. Okay, men can say no too. Pervert.
Me Tooing it. If you molest me.
Hey, I told you on a previous one girl tried to molest me, and I'm like, can you fucking not touch me right now? I came home, and my wife's like, you got a weird face on. What's the problem? I'm like, this happened. She was like, what'd you say? I told her to fucking not touch me and leave me alone. She's like, good. I'm like, I don't know why my wife thought I would be okay with it. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm really not okay with people touching me. And especially in this day and age, fucking don't touch me.
Yeah.
Wave. From far away. From 2 meters. Things are starting.
You can touch me, but I'm super jumpy, so I probably wouldn't, because you might get punched by accident. I'm kind of jumpy.
I kind of want Crystal to punch me in the face and just to have a black eye and be like, yeah, Crystal beat me up. I did something wrong on the podcast and she beat me. That's what...
You don't want that. You don't want it.
It'd be so funny. Her fist is like this big. It'd be like I'd have like this little goose egg right here. I'd be like, I don't know what's happened. So I got a mosquito bite or something.
I'd hit you with a pie in the face or something.
I have never been pied in the face, and I would love to be pied in the face. Not randomly for people who are like, I'm just gonna walk up to him with a pie and hit him with a pie. Fucking dicks.
And I was just totally gonna tell you to forget this conversation, so that way I could do it randomly and you don't think about it anymore.
No, don't pie me.
Yeah. People, let's get a plan together.
What the shit? I can hear you. I'm right here, you dick. What the fuck is happening? This is going to shit so fast. This is what happens when we do 2 in 1 day, you jackass. Fucking hell.
You're not supposed to tell people our shooting secrets, Dino, and this is not going to shit.
Are you kidding?
I personally think this is going wonderful. People, do you think this is going wonderful? Please leave a comment in the comment section below.
Comment, like, and subscribe. 9. Yay! Because now we're those people. We're now those people. It's fucking horrible.
Fuck off. We're not going to say... No, we're not going to say it every episode.
We're probably going to say it multiple times an episode because we're whores. That's why.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We are attention horse.
That's true.
Definitely. Yeah. I need it. I need it. And comedy is like my healthy attention. Hey, this is a way better way for me to get attention than I used. Like, I like.
Not really. It's just me looking at you, so I don't. The worst part is she looks into the camera and she just tried to looking at the face, and I'm like, who are you doing this to? Who are you doing that to?
I look in this camera, not your camera. Do I really make that face?
Yeah, you do make that face. Every once in a while, you make. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing this to? And see, this is.
I've been in COVID for a long time, and it was a long time before COVID. So maybe,
The best part is you get nervous and you start fixing your hair and you're just like, look at me, be entranced by my eyes. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing in the fucking other camera, asshole?
Making a whole different kind of video.
I don't know. I just want it to be like I want it to be replaced. I want my face to be the scary face. You know when you see those videos where people are like, "Oh, I'm going through the maze, don't touch the wall. It's very careful." Da, 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 da. And almost when you're at the end, it goes bah! And just scares people. I'm like, I would love to be that face. Just I think it'd be fun.
Oh, I hope that's our face that we get.
Yeah, exactly. That would be fantastic, I'm sure. The best part is when you show that face, it went completely off my camera and went into the other camera. So you'll see it on the podcast. I didn't see it, so that'll be fun.
My camera's way far away from that camera, so you don't actually see what they see.
I don't see fuck all. Just make sure you're wearing pants,
So you
okay?
told on me for touching my boobs.
Stop
but they
touching
didn't see it.
Yeah, she's like underneath, she's like, what kind of fucking video is this shit? I don't know what's happening. I should be like, oh, look at me, I'm a sexy man. It's just ridiculous. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
All chubby chasers are welcome to watch and subscribe. Absolutely. I welcome chubby chasers, but I'm a married man, but I still love you. I don't know what to say. It's horrible.
Ooh, visit Dino's fan page. This is not brutal. So speaking of old shows, you know, Ward, you've been awfully hard on the beaver.
On the who to what?
I said, speaking of old shows, you know, Ward, you've been awfully hard on the beaver.
This is what it's like dealing with white people, okay? I was European, we'd watch some shows, but we didn't watch Leave It to Beaver. It was like, fuck that shit. That is some corny ass shit. Okay? And you know what? I feel bad. You know how many times I've tried to watch Little House on the Prairie, Leave It to Beaver, Beverly Hillbillies, and Anne of Green Gables. You know how many times I've tried to watch? Like, I've been like, I can't. Please, I can't get it.
Knock Anne of Green Gables.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking any of them. I know that they were great shows for their time, and they did a lot, and there was very good that happened there. But I try and watch it, and you look like you're from Anne of Green Gables. You fuck. Okay? You're like fucking Wendy's. This is.
I do love their.
Their
nachos.
You totally look like Wendy's before Wendy went to Wendy's. Like that's. Come on, let's be honest, right? And I look like Dave without glasses and a beard. Man.
And after he went to Wendy's.
And definitely after he went again and again and again.
And again.
I love Wendy's. Fuck that. Wendy's is delicious. I would love to get sponsored by Wendy's or Burger King. Burger King, I would straight up kill someone for a Whopper Heavy All.
Ooh, can I wear the crown?
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
I love their paper crowns that they give you at Burger King.
It's almost
like, ooh, medieval times.
A lot of people knock Burger King and Wendy's and stuff, and I'm like, fuck that. It's delicious. I'm a horrible
We will
person.
sponsor Medieval Times if they will give us free passes and let me dress up like a princess with one of those hats.
What the fuck? I gotta be a dragon or some shit? Oh, look, this is the one Medieval Times that has an ogre. Bullshit.
No, I told you you're gonna be a king. They have some big-ass stallions that will carry you.
I don't know. I'm pretty big. I did ride a horse when I was probably around 3:30. And that was awesome. That was the coolest experience. But, yeah, my crotch hurt for like 3 days. But it was... because it works all those muscles. Because you gotta hold on to the horse, right? And the one I rode... I think I did it... I talked about it in Pang Stars. Shout out to Pang Stars. I think they subscribed and they're watching. Woo! So, they're like a podcast that goes through like horoscopes and stuff like that. They do all sorts of crazy stuff. They're really cool and they have a really good podcast too.
Scorpio, let me know what's up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're really good guys. It's Pang and Char, or Lewis and Char, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, no, I'm having. I rode a horse and I'm like, that was the coolest fucking thing. It was like, honestly, it was like walking around with two dicks. Like that's how it felt. Like it was just so, you feel so manly.
Was that wonderful, you mean?
Yo, yeah. No, you're just like, I'm the king. Like walking around, his name was Prince. He was all white. He was a beautiful horse. I was terrified to get on him. And they're like, trust me, he's had bigger guys on him. And I'm like, I weigh this much. They're like, wow, you carry it really well? Yeah, he's carried bigger guys. I'm like, all right, fine. And at one point, he actually got up to like a full gallop. And I was like, I was rock hard. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. Like, this is fantastic. And not like I wanted to fuck the horse or anything.
Dino?
But it was just like,
yeah, I don't know if you should tell people they were rock hard while you were riding a horse.
No, not about the horse. It's just a very, like, you feel so empowered.
It's a manly.
It's not even manly.
Did you want to go fight a bear?
I wanted to, you know what I wanted to do? Like, to camp out with my horse in the wilderness. That's what I wanted to do. Like, I totally understood the idea of having a relationship. Like when you read, I don't know how realistic it is, but you see in the movies like guys went to the west on like with their horse and supplies, and like that was it, right? And like they searched for gold or diamonds or all sorts of crazy shit. But I was like, there's a certain fucking pleasure to that idea of wilderness. Now, thankfully that we have YouTube, I'm fucking terrified of that wilderness. But you know, it's the good with the bad.
No,
You just go with it.
I'm still moving out into it. I'm moving out into the wilderness, and now you just made me realize that, because I knew I needed to get a dog. I need a husky shepherd, and now I need to get a horse. So I'm gonna have to work hard and get myself a horse.
You can't get a horse. You can't get a horse. You got to get a pony.
Why?
A horse eats a lot. It's very heavy. Whereas a pony...
Well, can it carry me?
Yeah. No, so a pony is just a very small horse. So it can be used...
Will it grow into a horse?
Well, no. It's just smaller. But, so you can ride it. You can still ride it and all that stuff. But it's more of a work animal, and it eats like a tenth. Like, because a horse... Remember, like a horse is a big... It's fucking huge. Right?
Yeah. Eat like a horse.
Exactly. So a pony will only eat... I think it eats like a tenth. It can do.
I want a horse.
It can. Like, fucking listen to reason, goddammit! No, it's so. Think about it this way: it can do half as much as a horse, but eats only a tenth as much.
I'm getting a horse.
Fuck you! You won't be able to afford food. That's what's gonna happen. Your horse. You're gonna have to eat your horse because he's gonna die. That was me.
I would not eat that horse.
I would eat a horse.
That was so mean. No, I would grow an apple orchard. And then it would have.
Do you know how dangerous it is for an apple to have an apple orchard and a horse? Because horses will just keep on fucking eating, eh? And I don't know if it's a old wives' tale. No. What I mean is, I don't know if it's an old wives' tale, but there are times of people have been like, oh, people let their horses out into like a apple orchard or something like that, and a horse would just keep on eating because there were apples to the point where they eat until they damage their stomach, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, buddy.
That's why you don't.
No, I won't do that
don't. Yeah, it's horses.
Can I have hay and apples?
Obviously, just not the point. The point is you can't have so much. I don't know. I don't know why I'm yelling. I don't know why I'm yelling. You know what? Have fucking 3 horses. Why am I yelling?
Well, yeah. Why are you yelling at me for wanting a horse?
I don't know.
Where is this anger coming from?
Everywhere. I'm an angry person in general. I'm just not. Well, I worry about people's safety. Okay, and I don't know.
Okay, but horses are great. Like, look at the horsepower. Like, that's what cars' horsepower. Like 500 horses, 500 horsepower.
Also true. What's the ratio for that?
I don't think horses growl like that. Nay.
They definitely don't. They just talk like that.
Oh, you do a way better horse than me. Nay.
Why, hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
Did you do the voice for Mr. Ed? Look at your face.
Thanks. Now I look like a horse. God damn it, Crystal. Seriously? I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm yelling a lot lately, Crystal. What are you doing? Why are you making me such a... I'm not a bad person. Well, I'm a little bit of a bad person, I guess.
No, he's not.
You know what?
He's a big teddy bear.
I actively try
hugs.
To be a good person. That's the thing. My first inclination is not to be... Like, I have to think about being good, and I think that's one of my downfalls. Because I'm like, oh, wait, no, I should do that to be a good person. Because I want to be a good person. I don't want to be a bad person, but I'm very protected. And I lost everything to my ex-wife, including my soul. So I'm now just operating with an empty drive here.
His trailer.
It's not even. It's like a rotten eggplant in there. I don't even know why I put it in. It's just It's
Ew, a rotten eggplant. That's like this. Harvey Weinstein's penis.
What the fuck? Why is my heart like Harvey Weinstein's penis? That's disgusting. The fuck, man? It's bad enough that I've had people being like, hey, you got a lot better skin, but you could pass for Harvey Weinstein. Thanks a lot. That is not a compliment. That is like, hey, fuck you in your whole life. It's like, oh, thanks, I guess, for nothing.
No. Didn't you hear that on Joe Rogan about his penis? That was like, it got like some sort of disease.
Yeah,
and then
it's like
was all like...
well, some sort of like fungus or something that causes like...
waffle of the vagina. Have you ever seen that?
No! Why the fuck would I, weirdo? Whenever someone's like, hey,
Look it up.
Google blue waffle. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what?
Look it up.
Because I know what kind of people I talk with, and they're horrible. I'm like, I'm not watching that shit.
Look it up. Look it up.
Listen, there are people that have sent me videos, some great, some horrible. Like 3 days into forced quarantine where everyone was like, oh, what's going to happen? I had a guy send me a video of a girl taking a shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
He's like, oh, that's pretty hot, right? I'm like, it's disgusting.
What?
It was the worst. I'm
my
like, dude,
God.
3 days. We're 3 days into quarantine. And he's trying to get me on side of watching people shit. I'm like, nah, man. That's too far. I actually deleted it from my phone. I highlighted it and I said, trash this shit. I don't even want it on my phone. And it just shows message was deleted for you.
You should see what he's posting nowadays.
I'm still friends with him. And he's calmed it down,
Yeah,
but holy shit, it's horrible. And I'm just like, fucking 3 days in, man. What the shit? That's why it's some people have sent me some horrific things and I'm like, why? Which I of course proceed to forward on to other friends of mine. But that's one thing I don't do. I never try and post stuff that other people are posting, but I will take it and send it to my friends like through WhatsApp or Messenger or something, be like, hey, this was pretty funny, right? And I'll leave like a like or a laugh or something because, but I really do my best not to repost stuff like that, because I think that just clutters everything. I hate it when people just like, all of a sudden you see one person post a meme and then suddenly 10 more people post the exact same meme. You're like, ugh, go to hell.
I'm too all about me. So I just post and then the only time that I'm on Facebook is when I'm liking, like if I'm posting something and I've just posted it, and then I'll see other people's shit for a minute, and I'll quickly like the ones that I like, and then I go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I used to spend way too much time on it, and then I was like, okay.
I'm on every like 5 minutes.
Twitter and stuff.
I
can't do it anymore.
I have the Twitter. I have a Twitter account for Morning Motivational Rant. I gotta start tweeting on there, just to send a link. But I'm a putz. What do I know? So,
I'm gonna create a poster for us, everybody. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. Because right now it's just an M.
And we're gonna actually talk about stuff.
It's an M on the
MMR.
Facebook group, which I posted and then I invited everybody. I'm like, I'm an idiot. So, but I think we're up to like 55 or 60 followers there. We have like 16 subscribers so far. So thank you for that, guys. Really appreciated the support.
Thank you so much for watching us, anybody.
Absolutely.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
and
if there's
we're really
something
excited because
it's going fucking great. If anybody wants us to talk about a certain subject, within reason. Some of them. Okay, if we're gonna talk about it, we'll reply to the comment, be like, yeah, we'll definitely talk about it eventually. But if you post something ridiculous, we're not talking about that because you're an idiot. Okay, but feel free to post them anyway. It'll be fun. I don't care.
Yeah, we might talk about you just because you're a piece of shit.
I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that too. If you want to get roasted, I'm definitely willing to do that. But yeah.
Speaking of roasted, I got something exciting before we go. So I'm going on that heckler show.
Oh, awesome.
On the 28th.
Nice.
That international hecklers show. So I'm the Canadian of the show for that night. Very nice.
That's exciting.
So that will be airing on the 28th on Facebook and on Zoom. It will be a live thing, and you get heckled by comedians like ones that have been doing it for longer.
That sounds horrible.
Like, actually on stage.
Yeah. It's definitely it's fun to watch. It's definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, so they'll be heckling me for 5 minutes, and I got to try to bring my A game.
Right. No, you got funny stuff. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, man. So that's exciting. So yay.
Absolutely. Actually, and you know what? Like realistically, we're pretty close. Might as well shut it down now. We can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a good conversation.
Okay. We had a good talk. Good talk.
I think it was a great talk.
If we were here, I'd slap your ass. Good game.
What has happened
What's your
here?
What's your motivational quote for the day? Your send off.
Let's see here. You know what? Don't let the past govern your present. We've all learned and grown, and a lot of the times it's hard when you meet somebody that you used to know and they assume that you're the same person, when the fact is we change every day. But, don't feel shy about, being proud that you've grown into a better person, that you've had good life experiences, that you're, trying to do things right. Don't be shy about that. And don't be shy about making a friend, talking to people, asking their perspective. Because you know what? Having a polite conversation with somebody to get to know who they are and what they're doing, I think is a better thing than saying, oh, what do you stand for that? No, just be like, hi, I'm Dino. Nice to meet you. How's your day? That's a lot better than trying to accuse people of doing other stuff.
Dino, that was amazing.
Apparently,
you just made me like, oh.
Stop feeling feelings, you weirdo. Now you're ruining it. You're ruining it for me. No, that's it.
Okay, so my mode, I don't even want to add to that. I just want to say kosher to whatever Dino said. That was awesome. I love that.
I'm glad. Well, guys,
I
you know
got
what?
just as excited as that over the fishing rod.
I don't know what just happened. You know what, guys? We're going to try and start. So right now we're posting the full videos on YouTube, which is under the Morning Motivational Rant. We're going to try and have them posted every day before noon during the weekdays. We don't have any plans to post things on the weekend yet. See, she's doing that fucking look again. I saw you out of the corner of my eye where she's like, hello.
I can't help it.
No.
I'm trying to take me a minute.
So right now we're posting on Morning Motivational Rant. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Any feedback is welcome. Try and stay positive. Eventually, we are going to get to start cutting things up so that we can have different little segments or highlights doing through Instagram or YouTube. We're slowly kind of figuring everything out. So I appreciate your patience and your support. It's fantastic. But yeah, feel free to comment if you want a subject for us to talk about or something you even want us to revisit. Or explain or look deeper into. We're happy to. Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Everybody can find me at YouTube. Simply me, Crystal Morency, on all the other social networks, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Excellent.
And Dino.
I am Dino the Genetic Marvel on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and Twitter. And this is posted through Morning Motivational Rant on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And slowly, I think we're going to start doing Twitter stuff. I just have to figure out how to use sausage fingers and type at the same time, but then it's going to be coming soon. So, everyone, have a great day, and, keep your chin up, okay? See you later.
Bye, guys.